Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody. JC here with another TNINews video. Now, I know I said in the last news video that I thought that was going to be the last one for the year, or at least before Christmas. I was wrong. Apparently, companies didn't get the memo that it's Christmas this week, and they've been cranking out news. So I thought I would go on and do a quick news video to share with you guys just the latest updates of everything that's been going on since I last talked to you guys the other day. Now, you may be noticing behind me here, Santa has come and visited me a little bit early today. This is my Christmas gift, the new Arcade 1-Up Marvel vs. Arcade machine. So, honestly, I want to get this done so I can go play with my new toy. I will be doing a video probably of some type on this, showing off the features. This is, I've got the original one that they did, which you always see behind me. And this one I'll probably be switching out and probably put the older one in the basement. But this one's got 5 games. This one is a Best Buy exclusive, which I believe they are currently sold out on. I did store pickup, curbside pickup today. It came in today. I am glad I did not wait until last minute to do all my Christmas shopping, because I went up to the shopping center and it was a madhouse. There were people standing outside. Salome, everybody, at all the stores, Walmart, Target. I was going to go in Target just to see if they had anything new, but there were lines out the door and I wasn't going to fool with that. So it was a mess out there. And of course, here in my area, it's pouring down rain all day. So it's warm. It's like 60 degrees, but it's going to be raining all day. So all these people were just standing out in the rain. Fortunately, I did the curbside pickup on this, so I just had to pull in and wait for them to bring it out. But definitely it's a madhouse out there. Okay, so enough rambling. Let's get into the news. And as I said, there's a lot of news today. Over the last couple days, even though we're heading into Christmas, companies really haven't been slowing down much with their reveals. So let's start with NECA Toys. They've got the most recent news. So today and yesterday, they've been doing their visual guides. I talked about those previously. And today and yesterday, they did their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle visual guides. They broke them up into 2 parts. Yesterday was the video game stuff, the movie stuff, and their Mirage comic stuff that they originally did back in the day, where they what kind of kicked off their Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. So, with these visual guides, they show off all the figures that they've done for each of these lines and everything. But with some of these, they've actually been revealing new stuff in them. And so yesterday with the Mirage stuff, they actually showed off not really new, but figures that were never released, with the April O'Neil figure in both the yellow jumpsuit and in the green one. So it's unclear if that's just if possibly a hint of things to come, or if they're just showing figures that they had made but didn't actually produce. The reason why I think it might be a hint of things to come, Randy has talked about in previous interviews this year, where they were looking to kind of start doing more Mirage comic stuff, comic book stuff in general. And likely these would be released similar to the video game figures, comic and specialty shops, online e-tailers, that type of thing. So, which means they're not that difficult to get. So if you're into the Mirage comic stuff, hopefully, if they are going to start doing more, I definitely, I have the original one that they did. I would have dug the April and the yellow. Maybe less so now because they've already done the animated series one, but if you missed out on that one or what have you, then you might want to check this one out. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see on that one. But then today we got the animated series visual guide, and a number of new figures were shown off in this one. So the Turtles in Disguise figures, which they had previously teased, that's going to be a box set. These are all going to be Target exclusives, of course. We got new looks at things like the Mondo Gecko, Vernon, the Rat King, but and Muckman and Joey Eyeball. Those we had all seen before, but I believe being seen for the first time, Ace Duck, and then the Frogs. So Napoleon Bonafrog, Attila the Frog, Genghis the Frog, and Rasputin the Mad Frog. So they're going to be doing all those. I assume they're going to break them up into two individual 2-packs for each one, but I don't know exactly how these are going to break down, but we'll have to wait and see. But Ace Duck is a cool one that I probably will try and get. You know, some of these, you know, if I miss out, if I can't find them, it's not the end of the world. You know, the Krang and the Splinter and Baxter, I actually was able to secure. Somebody was able to find them for me, so I'm just waiting for them to come in the mail. So those are really the only two, I think, left in the series that are must-haves for me. Everything else, if I find them, that's great. I'll pick them up. But if not, I'm not going to kill myself, and definitely not going to pay secondary figure prices on them. Hopefully, you know, NECA will somehow get these out in greater number. I mean, honestly, to be up, you know, to give NECA some credit, I've been seeing a lot of stores, you know, like getting like the more recent, the Krang and stuff, you know, getting like 12 and, you know, each as opposed to just 2. So it does seem like they are, at least in some places, increasing their distribution on the figures. That's still not necessarily keeping the scalpers from coming in and cleaning them out, but I've seen some Targets have started putting you know, signs up saying only, you know, 1 per person for collectibles and stuff. So I don't know how much they're enforcing that. But again, at least there are some steps that are seemingly being taken to try and make these more readily available, which is the biggest downside to this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line from NECA. Also, I wanted to share with you the guys over at Fush. NECA sent them early samples for their first wave of Defenders of Earth 7-inch scale figures. So we saw these, you may recall, back at Toy Fair in February. These figures are slated for release early next year, and it looks like Walmart is going to be getting first crack at them. So I believe they're going to get like a 30-day window. So that is the first place you're going to start seeing these figures. Now, the first wave has the Phantom, Flash Gordon, and Ming. And then we saw previously at Toy Fair the Mandrake the Magician and Lothar. Now, Randy has previously said, you know, kind of hinted that the future of this line really depends on how well it sells. So I don't know, like, if these initial 3 didn't sell well, I don't know if we would still see Mandrake the Magician and Lothar. I'm sure those have been already produced, so we might see those one way or the other. But I think a lot is going to depend on actually how, you know, successful these initial figures sell. Now, they've also hinted that they had other figures that they have not yet shown that they had been working on as well. So they definitely have more than just the 5 planned. But again, I think a lot will hinge on exactly how well they sell. You should head over to Fush. I'll put a link to they do kind of a review. They posted some more detailed images and stuff, some fancy images and stuff. So I'll put a link to that if you want to check it out. But again, look for these figures to start hitting Walmart shelves in, I would say probably January timeframe, January or early February, and then everywhere else about 30 days afterwards. Now, getting back to Turtles, Playmates Toys has announced that they're going to be doing another one of their retro box sets. Not a lot of details. They just released this teaser image showing the outer box of it. So I don't know exactly what figures. It looks like maybe just the 4 turtles, but I don't know for sure. I'm assuming that inside you'll have the individually packed figures on retro-like card backs. That's how most of these sets have been breaking down. And these are based on the figures from 1991 that were done, the movie Star Turtles. So that line, and these images are the original figures that you're seeing here. And then, like I said, they released this one image showing the outer box for it. Now, indications are that this set is going to be a Target exclusive. I don't have that 100% confirmed, but that's what it's looking like. It's not yet available for pre-order or anything, so more details on this set should be coming soon. Diamond Select Toys has put out some additional images for their upcoming 2 7-inch scale Select Invincible figures. So I talked about these in the last news video, but we've got a little more details. We've got additional images showing the accessories for these. So each figure is said to come with an alternate head sculpt, an angry-like head sculpt. The figures are going to have about 18 points of articulation. You're going to get multiple pairs of hands, things like baseball gloves. Omni-Man's going to come with a chunk of concrete and a Flaxion arm. And also there's going to be slimmed down versions released directly at Walgreens, and slimmed down meaning that they're not going to have any accessories or very few accessories, so they'll be a little bit cheaper. So if you just want the figures, you don't really care about the accessories, you might want to look to get the ones at Walgreens. And these are going to be released next summer, and the regular versions are currently available for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. For you Mafex fans, we got a reveal this week of a new Superman figure. Superman returns in the all-black outfit with the silver logo. The mullet returns as well. So I'm hoping that this is a precursor to Death and Return of Superman figures for Mafex. You know, Superboy, Steel, Eradicator, all those guys. I would love to see those released, maybe even a Doomsday. Kind of like they've been doing with the Batman and the Hush stuff. So I'm hoping that's what this is kind of a precursor for. So it's a 6-inch figure, obviously. You're going to get 2 interchangeable head sculpts. Again, you get the mullet, and then you also get rockets for booster feet, that attach to his feet. So, this one particular figure doesn't do a lot for me, but again, I'm really hoping that this is kind of going to be a precursor to more Return and Death of Superman figures for the Mafex line. And this particular figure is due out in October, and it is currently available for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. McFarlane Toys has officially released an image of that Hellbat variant figure that I've talked about a couple times. What is most are referring to it as is the Lunar New Year edition. I don't know where that name really came from. McFarlane just calls it the gold variant. So the figure you can see is gold as we speculated. However, instead of being gold and black, it's gold and red. I think I would have maybe preferred the gold and black, but the red doesn't look too bad. But we know how McFarlane loves his gold figures. So Hellbat is getting that treatment, and this figure is going to be out next year and should be going up for pre-order here in the United States. Overseas retailers have been taking pre-orders for it for a couple weeks now. But here in the U.S., McFarlane says it'll be going up for pre-order, even though Diamond had it listed in their latest previews. But official pre-order should be in February. McFarlane also released this week official images for that Target exclusive Batman White Knight red cover variant figure. So we had seen an initial image for this figure, and it is officially dubbed red cover. A lot of people wondered why they painted this figure red, and it's because the covers of the comics from the White Knight story had red tints to a lot of them. So that's what they're trying to capture with this. Also, we just know McFarlane loves to repaint his figures. Now, again, this is going to be a Target store exclusive. Last time I checked, it was not yet available for pre-order, but the official release date for it is going to be sometime in March. Let's stay with McFarlane a little bit. So I actually forgot to talk about this in the last news video, but late last week, McFarlane released this image, this teaser image with the caption saying, secretly developing some cool toys. So I don't know what this is for. It looks like some type of beast creature, but for what line, or is it a new line? I just don't know. I'd love to hear your thoughts, what you think this is actually going to be for, but looks kind of cool, and so we'll have to wait and see exactly what it is. On the Witcher front, we got this teaser image for the Netflix version of the Henry Cavill character. So it was announced back in November that they were going to be expanding their Witcher line to start including figures based on the Netflix series. So this is our first kind of look at one of those figures. And, obviously we only see the bottom of the face, but so far it's looking pretty solid. So sometimes it seems like McFarlane struggles a little bit with capturing real life actors and their likenesses. But overall, even though we're just seeing essentially his chin and stuff, I definitely can kind of make out Henry Cavill there. So looking forward to seeing more of this, and hopefully that will be soon. One final quick update for those of you looking to get the regular version of the Mandarin Spawn figure. So there's the gold label collection blue version that's exclusive to Walmart, which has actually started to show up overseas and should probably start shipping from Walmart here in the US pretty soon. But, back when this figure was first announced, the Walmart version, McFarlane told us there would be a regular version with the standard red colors for the character. And though we've still not gotten any images, we only saw the early prototype that was unpainted for the figure, so we haven't actually seen any images for the regular release version. But Diamond Previews magazine, Diamond Distributors, does have the figure now listed. They're saying the release of the regular version is going to be March. So hopefully images for the regular version will be coming soon. Okay, now let's jump back to Diamond Select Toys. So this week we got official images for their 4th wave of 7-inch scale select figures based on Avatar: The Last Airbender. So according to Diamond, they are at least doing 2 more waves after this, with Wave 5 and Wave 6, which they say are in production. Now, McFarlane Toys, earlier this year announced that they were going to actually start doing figures based on Avatar as well. So I don't know if both companies will be doing figures. My guess, probably not. My guess, Diamond will finish out with Wave 6, and then McFarlane will take over from there. But today we got official images, or this week I should say, we got official images for the 4th wave, which is going to include Sokka, who's going to come with their boomerang, and then also Final Battle Aang. So both of these figures are available for pre-order now from our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. They have about 16 points of articulation, interchangeable hands, things like that. If you've been collecting these figures, you know what to expect from them. And like I said, these figures are slated or are up for pre-order, and they're slated with a release of June of next year. For you Storm Collectible fans, just today they released official images for their upcoming DC Injustice Gods Among Us 112 scale Ares figure. So I believe we saw this figure on display in February at Toy Fair, but now we've got the official images and details. The figure should be going up for pre-order at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store very soon, if not already. The figure is going to come with 3 different head sculpts. You're going to get multiple pairs of hands. You're going to get a wired fabric cape on this one, and then he will come with both his sword and his axe. The release date on this figure will be towards the middle to end of next year. For you Power Rangers fans, I've got a new rumor to share with you. So this comes via No Pink Spandex, Martin Ranger, and Ranger Select. And they have found listings for what appears to be the next wave of 6-inch Lightning Collection Deluxe / Monster figures. Some more bad guys for your Mighty Morphin Power Rangers line, or collection I should say. So the 2 figures that look like are going to be part of the second wave are Eye Guy and Pyrantis Head, I think is how you pronounce his name, a big fish guy. I'm not familiar with him, but looks like would make for an interesting figure, both of them. So, even if you're not super into Power Rangers, these definitely look like, would be interesting action figures to have. So, this is just treated as rumor for now. It has not been officially confirmed by Hasbro, but again, looks like that is what the next wave of deluxe monster figures will be. And then while we're on the subject of rumors, I also wanted to share a rumor based on intel that I've come across for Star Wars. So, to me, I thought this was cool. I've been seeing mixed reactions to this, but it looks like the Black Series, for you Black Series 6-inch collectors, the character known as Jaxxon, who is a big green rabbit that first appeared back in 1977 during the original Star Wars Marvel comic run. Based on rumors, or based on stories, George Lucas hated this character so much that he demanded that the character be written out of the comics. The character debuted in issue 8, and then they wrote him out in issue 16. But then surprisingly, during the Disney era, they actually brought him back and made him officially part of Star Wars canon. He appeared in the IDW Star Wars Adventures Annual. So he is actually now an official character, part of Star Wars canon, and it looks like Hasbro is going to be doing a 6-inch Black Series figure. Again, treat this as rumor until Hasbro officially confirms it. I believe this is likely going to be released as some type of fan channel exclusive, meaning it's primarily going to be available online, which kind of makes sense. But, I think it's a rather unique character, and looking forward to seeing how it actually looks. And then the final bit of news I have for you guys today is on the Marvel front. So this week, along with the Superman figure, we also got official images for the upcoming Avengers Endgame Warrior Thor figure, the Fat Thor version. So this figure is available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor Big Bad Toy Store. We had seen some early prototype images of the figure earlier in the year, so we knew it was coming. You're going to get 3 different head sculpts. You're going to get multiple pairs of hands. Of course, he comes with both the axe and his hammer. You get also a lot of lightning effect pieces. He's got the lightning eyes effect, so definitely looks like you're going to be able to do some cool things with it. It's going to have a figure stand. And again, the figure is available for pre-order now and is slated for release next October. And then also this week, 3ZO released official images and details for their Avengers Infinity Saga DLX Iron Man figure. I talked about this previously, but now we've got more details and images that I wanted to share with you. So this is being produced by 3ZO. This is a brand new line that they're doing. The figure is going to stand about 6.5 inches tall. The first figure in this line is, of course, Iron Man, and specifically the Iron Man Mark 43. Now the price on this is actually not too bad. It's less than $100. It's going to cost you about $90. And so, this is kind of like a miniature Hot Toys. It's even got light up features on it. Looks like it's fairly highly articulated. Maybe some die-cast metal on there. You get accessories like multiple pairs of hands, a lot of blast effects, 4 blast effect pieces, and then you also get things like detachable rockets that you can put on his hands and such. So mimicking some of the stuff from the movie, which is pretty cool. You can put them on both forearms, and again, you also get some lighting features with the figure as well. So, like I said, kind of a mini Hot Toys figure, not too bad for $90, and it's 6.5 inches tall. So I think this will probably fit in with your Marvel Legend figures if that's your thing. Now I don't know what the durability of this will be, or the overall quality. It might be very delicate. We'll have to see. Since this is a brand new line from 3ZO. But it is up for pre-order now and is slated for a late 2021 release. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about. I am going to go play with my new toy. I will probably be doing a video after Christmas, just showing it off. It's got features like Wi-Fi where you can play other people who have the game, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I'm interested to kind of test that out. If you happen to get one, let me know. Maybe we can play each other online. But I will be doing some type of video on it probably, this weekend or early next week. But if I don't talk to you again this week, I just hope you guys all have a great Christmas, happy holidays. Be safe out there. Please be safe out there. And until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.